Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Elonga, and today we are going to be talking all about scalp care. Now, as you essentially know, your hair grows from your scalp, so I hear people talking a lot about you taking care of the ends of your hair. In as much as that is very important, you are also supposed to take care of where your hair is growing from. If you take proper care of your scalp, it's going to lead to growth of stronger, thicker, more luscious hair. So without further ado, here are my top 5 ways that you can take care of your scalp in order to maximize hair growth. So firstly on my list, I wrote everything here as usual, is don't just protective style or do protective styles that will give you more access to your scalp. So now, why are protective styling? Protective styling is basically trying to reduce manipulation and tucking your hair to maximize hair growth. Now, while you are doing that, you should be able to have access to your scalp, because you are going to be washing your scalp. You are going to be, in case you are using heavy oils and butters, you are going to be using some tea rinses. You're also going to be using like hair oils, and you're going to be massaging your scalp while you're protective styling. So all those together, hand in hand, helps to contribute and boost hair growth. So that is why it's very important. You don't just protective style, you have to have access to your scalp in some way so that you can do all of these things. Now you can opt for loose twists, cornrows, mini braids. All of these styles kind of give you access to your scalp. And then second tip is going to be to use friendly products, because a lot of these products have very harsh ingredients like sulfates, parabens, and the rest. So you have to opt for other ingredients like aloe vera, caffeine, and some herbs that can help your scalp. So use friendlier products, or use products that contain healthier, friendlier, more nourishing ingredients for your scalp. So now I would personally suggest that instead of going to run to get all these hair growth oils that you are seeing online, you can make yours. Yes, I don't think I've ever bought a hair growth oil from anyone before, and this is how you can do it. You get like your olive oil, you infuse it with rosemary, you can infuse it with fenugreek, cloves, shea powder, amla powder, and all of these things, all these good herbs that you know are good for the scalp. You can just infuse it in this oil, leave it for like a couple of weeks, and you have your own hair growth oil, and you get to choose the kind of herbs that you want for this oil. So I strongly do not believe in buying miracle hair growth oils that will make your hair grow magically, when you can literally do all of these things and they are way cheaper. So thirdly on my list will be washing your hair and detoxifying your scalp. As easy as that may seem, some people have this issue of saying like they don't want to strip their hair of these natural oils, and while that is understandable, you have to wash your scalp, because there's so much buildup. When I say wash your scalp, I mean like thoroughly wash your scalp. I know about moisturizing shampoos and there are clarifying shampoos, and now these are two different shampoos for a reason. So now you can use your moisturizing shampoo, like let's say you wash your hair every 2 weeks. You can use your moisturizing shampoo like 1, 2, 3. The fourth time you have to use your clarifying shampoo, because you have to get rid of all that gunk. You need to penetrate your scalp and get all that gunk and dirt and debris out of your hair, because if your scalp is not clean, how does the hair want to thrive? It's almost like you have like a blocked hole, and you are trying to your hair is trying to forcefully grow out of it. It will not grow with so much ease, because your hair follicle is clogged with all these debris, and you are saying you don't want to brush it properly because you are scared of losing moisture. Meanwhile, your scalp is suffering and you are not maximizing it because they don't have space and air to breathe and just come out of the scalp. So please learn to purify your scalp every once in a while. Now you can also detoxify your scalp. Now detoxify your scalp, you make use of clay mask. Like I normally like the Aztec clay mask. So these are very easy masks to use. You can just mix them in a bowl of water. And using Aztec, you are not supposed to use metal spoons or bowls because they said iron, something about irons, and I don't know, but you're not supposed to use metal when making this hair mask. So basically, you just use a plastic spoon and plastic plate. Put your Aztec clay mask in, mix it with aloe vera juice or water or apple cider vinegar, and this will help clarify your scalp, giving a healthy environment for your scalp to thrive. So watching out for your scalp is very important, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about this enough. But number 4 is going to be pay attention to your scalp. Now if you install a protective style that is supposed to be a protective style and you notice that you're having bumps along your hair, like there's some corners that are tight but you're like it's going to lose in over time, bumps on your scalp essentially means that hair follicle is crying out and it's telling you, see, we're in pain here, we're swelling up, do something, but you're just like you wait it out, and that's how you end up losing hair, because that part of your scalp is already stressed, is pulling out those hair follicles from the roots, and continuous pulling out is going to damage that hair follicle, and that's when you start having things like traction and alopecia. So you see, also packing your hair in one particular hairstyle, like you're always having updos, like my hair is packed in a ponytail now, you're always in a ponytail, you're stressing your edges and you're constantly pulling out hair, you're going to damage the hair follicles. That's why it's advised to switch up your hairstyles every once in a while. It brings me to my fifth tip. Switch up your hairstyles every once in a while, because continuous manipulation or continuous styling pattern can damage those hair follicles due to tugging, pulling, and the rest of that. So yes, switch it up. Number 6, you should also check out for if you have dandruff, psoriasis, and any other scalp condition. Now when you have scalp conditions like these scalp conditions, like your scalp is overly dry, you have to take proper care of it. You cannot just get away with normal scalp care. You have to be more conscious and put more effort into taking care of your scalp. Now you have to wash your scalp more carefully. You need to pick out products more carefully. You know that your scalp is dry, so you know every single wash day you are supposed to deep condition, and then you're supposed to do an oil treatment, and like a hot oil treatment. That's if you have dandruff and flaky scalp, you do a hot oil treatment. Now hot oil treatment, you can combine them when you're doing your deep conditioning. So while you're deep conditioning or before you deep condition your hair, while your scalp is still wet but has been washed properly, you are going to warm your oils. Your oils have been infused with all those good herbs. You are going to warm it up, heat it up. If it still is just warm, you don't want to burn your scalp, then you massage it into your scalp. Massage your scalp thoroughly, and then you can go into your deep conditioner on the ends of your hair. So while you have gone in with your deep conditioner, remember you still have the oil in your hair, so on your scalp, sorry. So those oils are penetrating into your scalp. Now you have to use penetrating oil as your carrier oil, like olive oil. I always opt for olive oil. So that oil is getting all this richness into your scalp, and your hair is also being taken care of. And then you're also going to cover your hair. Sometimes I highly advise that you use heat, because it helps to open those follicles. So now you can use a steam cap that will just help your skin and your hair to absorb all that moisture and richness of the oil. So yes, if you have dry scalp, you should really try to do a hot oil treatment every single wash day. It's non-negotiable, and you will see a drastic increase in your hair, in your scalp care, in your scalp health. Now if you're someone that just has very itchy scalp, the solution is going to be to incorporate things like aloe vera, like soothing ingredients that are going to soothe your scalp, like peppermint oils and all of that, just to help stimulate, just to help soothe and calm your irritated scalp. That is very important. So that's why I said, according to your skin, your scalp issues, you should know how to curate a routine that is going to cater to those needs. My last and final tip is what people usually don't like to hear, but what you put into your body too also influences how well your hair grows. Now, just see it as a system or like a workplace, and the manager, the owner of the company, is not really getting sales in this business. So now there are janitors in this company, there are businessmen like the executives, the managers, and all of this line of order of influence and importance in this particular company now. So now the major CEO is not getting as much profit as he used to make before. Now the salaries are going to be cut back, so the manager obviously is going to have the biggest share. But if he had like 500k before, because of this stunted year that they have not really been making sales, you start seeing that the salary will not be coming in as much. Maybe they can even lower the pay to like maybe 300k. Before you know, the people that are working under him, instead of 100k, they are getting 50k. Talk less of the janitor, the person that is responsible for cleaning. They don't really value him like that. He's not really important in the company. Like, they can easily replace him. So he's going to be really neglected when it comes to salary. Same thing as your hair. Now your blood is what essentially drives nutrients to your hair follicles. So if you are not eating properly, your hair is going to be one of the last things that your body is going to think of to supply nutrients to. When it has things like your kidney, your liver, and the rest, that it has this limited nutrients to supply to, then it's talking about hair. What is the hair doing for you? So which just ties my point of, you have to make sure your nutrition is top notch. You have to be, not like top notch per se, you can still snack, but you have to be careful having the vital nutrients in your diet so that your hair can also enjoy. Because when all these nutrients are properly distributed to the body, they have excess to give the hair. Where is there that it cannot give the hair? The CEO can even come and dash the janitor like 20k just because. So your diet is very important for your scalp health, your hair, your scalp health. Yes. Also tied to this point is scalp massage. Scalp massage is interlinked with this point. You have to be massaging your scalp because, like I said, essentially your blood is what is taking nutrients to your hair, because the nutrients are in your blood. So you have to massage your scalp, because this massaging process stimulates blood flow to the scalp. So thereby you are getting more blood to flow to your scalp, which is thereby depositing these nutrients to your hair follicles, which will promote stronger, healthier hair. And that was just the science behind all of this. So if you are doing all of this right, your scalp is good, you are literally going to maximize hair growth. Yes, that is all about scalp care. Like, it's not one complicated thing. You just have this done and you're doing a protective style, making sure that your ends are tucked in, and you will definitely see growth in your hair care routine, in your hair journey. So it's really not that hard, to be honest. But anyway, that brings us to the end of this video. If you found it informative and helpful and you like to see more content like this, I'll highly suggest that you subscribe, like the video if it helped you out, and leave a comment if you have questions or anything, or added advice for people. you can help them out in the comment section, and I'll be sure to see you in my next video.